All right, so transmission transfer case is 100% done. The next thing we got to do is we need to pull the steering wheel off again. And we got a new turn signal switch assembly. Cruiser Outfitters. So let's get this thing going here. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. OEM Toyota piece. Oh, look at that. So this is the new actual turn signal assembly. This will go on here like so. At least I believe it goes that way. Or no, it goes this way. Just like this. Okay. So, in order to get this on there, we're going to have to pull the steering wheel off again. And here's the actual switch. So this guy goes down here on the column, clamps onto the column, and then the actual turn signal assembly here keys into that, and that's how it actually turns the switch. So we're going to leave this off for now. But we're going to go ahead and pull the steering wheel off and get this part installed. This is what we had before. Let's bust it off one. Plug this thing in, and now we actually have blinkers. So that's pretty much all the systems in this thing are finally working. So I'm pretty excited. I think that's pretty much everything now. The wipers work, the heater blower motor works, the turn signals now work, the horn works. So, all the headlights, the brights, all that. So I think now I do need to pull some power for the ARB switches, and I need to make a panel for the ARB switches, and I also need power for our seats, because the seats we're putting in here, I don't know if I showed you guys, the seats we're putting in here are some nice Audi seats, and they're power, so we are gonna have to add a couple of circuits onto this thing. So, but I think I'm going to work on making this panel first. Yep. All right, it's another morning in the shop. I've been out here for a little bit already, but I just wanted to show you guys. It's my buddy Scott's coming down today, so we are working on cleaning up the dash, which that means we're going to be welding up some holes that somebody popped in here that don't belong there, and probably putting some paint on it. So I'm working on getting stuff out of here, like all the switches and everything. I'm gonna pull this out again, but there's little bolts here that hold the dash in, and the dash pad that's not in right now, and this is the only one that's come out so far, and my buddy Scott must have gotten that one out. This one I tried to get out last night, but it just snapped the head off, and it looked just like these, where it's just rusted to shit, and then you try to go and back it out, and it just pops the head off, if you can even get anything on it to turn it. So we're gonna be playing some fun games here, trying to get these out without completely destroying the threads. But I'm off. All right, so my neighbor got these cool drill bits from Matco, and I'm guessing that they're lifetime warranty, because I don't know why. I'm hoping that they're lifetime warranty, because if I break one, it's gonna be kind of sad. But each drill bit is a step bit. So here's the biggest one. What is this? Half? Yeah, ½ inch. And you see, it's a step bit. It's crazy. So I would say the downside of this would be you can't sharpen them. So I'm hoping, you know, if they're lifetime warranty, you can just swap them out if something happens to one, and that's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm gonna try out some of these, but I'm gonna try out the smaller ones because I'm drilling these holes. But even the small ones, what is that? That's a 532s, has 3 steps in it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to start off with an 8. There we go. All the way through the screw. All right, let's see. So this is an extractor. It's basically threaded in a way that when you loosen it, it grabs in to the hole that you just drilled. Oh yeah, that's my experience. So now when you go and snap one of these off in there, then you know things are real bad. So I'm going to try and stop before that happens, because right now this thing just doesn't seem like it wants to move. So what we're going to have to do is just step it up, keep drilling it until we get close to the threads, and then hopefully we can just run a tap through it without ruining the threads. But we got a little bit left. Okay, so I found a bolt that fits in the one clear hole that we have. That was nice to have that. So I figured out that it was a 5mm by 0.8 thread pitch. So I'm gonna see if I can get this tap in here now, but nah, I think we're a little shy of what we need to be drilled out to. Yeah, we're just a little bit shy. So on my drill and tap chart, looks like 11/64 is the closest thing that I got. So that's the next step up from what we just had. So let's drill that out to 11/64, and we should be able to put the tap. All right, I just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Chris for making me this sweet t-shirt. It's got my YouTube channel on it. It's got a cool veteran flag on this side. Anyway, I am pretty much done with the dash. I got all these out. That one right there is just the hole, so you have to get in. He's gonna have to get in there with a nut on the back side, but it's pretty easy to reach if you just pop the gauges out. You can get to it right here. Put a nut on the back side when the dash pad goes back in. The only thing remaining, I got these just pulled out. I don't think we're gonna have to pull them actually out of the vehicle. We can if we need to, but I got them pulled away so they can be, you know, they can be taped off and stuff. Next move is I gotta pull this seat off of here the rest of the way and figure out how I'm gonna mount the new seats. I might end up having to keep this bracket here and this one. We'll see. I just need to get the sucker off. Alright, so I got that seat sitting in there on top of the cage is what I call it. I don't know what it's called. But then I pulled, this is the bracket that was on the driver's seat, and what this does is it allows the seat to pivot I don't think it's supposed to hit the steering wheel. Anyways, obviously we're missing this bracket on this side, and this side's bent, so we're probably gonna have to reproduce that. But it latches down right here, and that's so you can pivot this seat up and get into this little box here. So you unlatch this, bam, you can get into this box into the seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and latch this down, and I'm gonna throw the other seat in here, see what it looks like. I'm gonna push that over there like that. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to make this piece, this pivot bracket here before we go too far. Oh yeah, it's got these little pins in it, unless my buddy Scott has one. I don't know. All right, let's put the seat in here and see what it looks like. But my buddy Scott, he's a big guy, so what we're trying to accomplish here is to get the seat back as far as it can. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the power to this seat and see if we can back up a little bit. See what that does for us. Well, that's better. That is better. But I don't know. We might end up ditching this little bracket altogether just to get it to a point where Scott can fit in here. This right here, I can almost drive it like this. It's a little bit far back for me, but yeah, I can totally drive it like this. He's a lot bigger. This one is not quite so crucial. Oh, this looks like it's pretty close to being down, but I guess it doesn't really matter right now. I just want to kind of see if we bring it all the way down what it looks like. Okay. So I did this a couple months ago. He brought me the seats and I figured out what did what. Deleted a bunch of wiring, airbags, stuff, all that. So, okay, back, yep, that's all the way down. Let's take this. All right, so we got to figure out how we're going to mount this. I can easily put bolts in the front of this right through this cage. That's kind of what was going on before. And oh man, look at that. That one actually lines up. So I think that we're just going to be able to drill this and bolt it down in this position pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty simple. And we get rid of this stuff that was on there for the old seat. So that's a plus. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next one, we're going to put the driver's side seat. We're going to have to make a pretty intricate mount for that. So that'll be in the next episode. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.